Good morning again, my students. Now I'm going to explain to you about the use of some and any. Yeah. Some and any. Yesterday I explained about the uses of much and many. Okay. Usually when you want to discuss something, you begin with a simple introduction. Yeah. That is the way that I usually do during my class. I explain a few minutes, about what are we going to discuss. After that, I will give some exercises, to the students. This English is dedicated to the people in Indonesia, especially in the third world country. Most people do not know English. Most of the people. Basically, English is spoken only in the big cities. But now we are living in the modern world with high technology, so it is very important for us to know English. So now I'm going to explain to you about the uses of some and any in English. Some is used in the affirmative sentences. Okay. In the affirmative sentences, or in other words, is that some is used in the positive sentences or clauses. Some. So I repeat, the some is used in the affirmative sentences or positive clauses. For example, I have some t-shirts. Remember that some is always followed with plural, nouns, and also uncountable nouns. So some is followed by plural nouns and uncountable nouns in the affirmative sentences. I explained to you that some is used in the affirmative sentences or positive sentences. Some is used in the plural sentences and uncountable nouns. So when you want to teach students or study English, you must keep repeating. Harus berulang kali. That's the way. So for those parents who want their children to know English, you have to repeat the same thing. Maybe in a simple way. Then you can say in the morning, good morning, mom. Good morning, dad. Good morning, boy or girl, or my son, or morning, my body, my friends. So this is a simple way. So school is started at home. School is started at home. Sekolah itu dimulai dari rumah sendiri. It depends on the parents. We should not depend so much on the teacher at school. We must work together. So I repeat that some is used in the affirmative sentences or positive sentences. Some is used in the plural nouns. Nouns. Those are plural. lebih dari satu, kata pendalam satu. And some also used in the uncountable noun. Berarti some bisa digunakan dalam kalimat positif dan juga positif, ya, dan juga bisa gunakan dalam kalimat jamak lebih dari satu, ya. Juga bisa digunakan dalam kalimat positif yang tidak bisa dihitung. Okay, that is the use of some. And let's go to the use of any. Any, yeah. Maybe you can buy the books at the store, yeah, about English. But in order to articulate, to speak the unspoken words in the books, then you have to practice, yeah. Maybe your parents wants your children to speak English, but you never practice your English with your kids, so that is useless. Okay, you must start to speak English, yeah. Start from your place, from your house. Okay, any is used. That is, the use of any is the opposite of use of some. Okay, any also used in the negative clauses or negative sentences. Yeah. So any is used only in the negative sentences. And any also can be used in the plural and uncountable nouns. So the same with some. Some is used in the plural and uncountable noun, but in the affirmative sentence. But any is used in the negative sentence, also used in the plural and uncountable nouns. Okay, let us I give you one example like this. I don't have any blue t-shirt. Yeah. I don't have any blue t-shirts. Or with questions. Do you have any blue t-shirt? Okay. So any is used in the negative and questions. Interrogative sentence. Yeah, I forget that one. Sorry for it. So any is used in the negative and interrogative sentence. I don't have any blue t-shirts. T-shirts. Yeah. Any blue t-shirts should be S. Don't have. Yeah. Don't have any. Remember that the use of any. Use, yeah, after or before the negative interrogative sentence. Okay. Here is the exception with some. Ada pengecualian penggunaan dari some. So this is the exception, the use of some in English. If we offer something, okay. If we offer something, so we can use some in the interrogative sentences. Okay. Yeah, maybe we can explain this one. Sorry, later that one. It's very hard. For example, do you want some tea? So that is offering. Yeah, maybe when you ride on the airplane, the steward would ask you, do you want some tea? Some can be used in the interrogative sentence, kalimat tanya, if the meaning is something that offering. Do you want some tea? Okay, tea belongs to uncountable nouns. That is the exception, pengecualian. And also there is also an exception for any. Okay. In if clauses, we use any. Yeah. If you need any help, let me know. Yeah. Maybe that is very difficult, but I want to explain you with a simple one. First, the use of some. Okay, some, S-O-M-E, M-A-D, in a simple way. Okay, so basically, some I already stated above. In the introduction, some is used in the positive sentences, while any is used in the negative and interrogative sentences. Okay, let's go to the some exercises. Yeah. Okay, for example, I want. Yeah. I went to the cinema with blah 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 of my friends. I went. When is the past tense of go. So in order for you to identify the time, yeah, is it the present, past, future? So you try to look at the verbs, kata kerja. It is does belong to the present, past, future. The verbs, yeah, there are two kinds of verbs, can be categorized with two verbs, regular and irregular verbs. Yeah, last year I have already explained in this Facebook too. Okay, I went to the cinema with blah 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 of my friends. So you see that this sentence is what? A positive sentence, or in other words, affirmative sentence. I went to the cinema with blah 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 of my friends. Should be friends. Friends here is a noun. Okay, friends here is a noun, kata benda, but should be plural. Plural here, friends. Lebih dari satu. Yeah, friends, not friend, because here is. So I went to the cinema with some of my friends. With some of my friends. Friends, some. So some is followed with plural nouns. Yeah, in the affirmative sentences. So number one is the example of affirmative sentences. Sentence. Kalimat positif. Yeah. So, if you have any questions, you can ask me about it. Okay. So, it means that number one belongs to simple past tense. Yeah, I went to the cinema with some of the simple past tense is talking about things that happened in the past and also finished in the past. Things, in other words, it is finished, it's done. Sometimes that the writer will not put the adverbs in the sentences, but you can identify in the verbs that is given in the sentence. Sometimes I want to speak English very fast, but it's very difficult also to speak English very slow. English actually should be spoken very quickly, yeah. But anyway, I try to speak slowly, because this is we are in Indonesia. So I went to the cinema with some of my friends. For the parents, they should read English every day. They should open. You should open your mouth, buka mulutnya, ya, buka mulutnya, so that you can pronounce English very clear. Okay, buka mulutnya. When you speak Mandarin, maybe they don't need to open your mouth. But when you speak English, you should open your mouth. Don't be ashamed. Don't be shy. I was not born in the English-speaking country. Saya nggak lahir dari negara yang bahasa Inggris. So, I grow up in the farm family. Ya, saya besar dari keluarga petani. But I study English. That's why education is very important nowadays. Pendidikan sangat penting. Ya, especially when you want to have a relationship now with other people. Yeah, English is very important. Lionel Messi, Ronaldo, before they went to Spain, they were asked to study English. Mereka diwajibkan bahasa Inggris. How can they communicate with the referee? Bagaimana bisa bergaul dengan itu pelatihnya? So everybody is required to speak and study English. Yeah. Okay. Let us go to the number 2. Danny doesn't have blah 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 children. Danny doesn't have blah 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 children. You look at that. This sentence doesn't have. It shows that the sentence belongs to what we call what? Negative sentence. Kalimat negatif. Doesn't have. Doesn't have it belongs to simple present tense. You should know about the tenses in English. There are 16 tenses in English for you if you want to study English. 16 tenses. Okay? Do you understand? So, Danny doesn't have. Okay? Children here. So, therefore, the answer is any. Danny doesn't have any children. Yesterday I explained that children is the plural of a child. A child itu anak kecil, dan children itu lebih dari satu. So children is a noun, plural. So any can be used in the plural nouns, but in the negative and interrogative sentences. Do you understand? I hope you understand. For those who are watching my explanation, my English, you can ask some questions about that. You can teach your kids. Okay? Okay, I want to give maybe 1 or 2 examples more. I bought blah 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 fruits. Bought blah 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 fruits. Bought is the past tense of bring. It means that if you want to study English, you should know the grammar, the structure, sentence. Yeah? So that is very important. Push your children to study English from now on, from the playgroup. Yeah, don't wait for them to study English when they reach high school. Very difficult. Saya punya murid dulu, saya sebelum corona, saya pernah ngajar di satu perusahaan di Jakarta Barat, dekat Mall Citra Land. Itu perusahaan itu menangani bagian konsultan perpajakan, pajak. Most of my students, they are already 40 above. Bayangkan umur mereka itu sudah umur 40 ke atas. Ya, hari ini saya jelas simple present, saya ulang lagi esok udah lupa. Kenapa? Karena mereka sudah terlambat belajar bahasa Inggrisnya, sudah tua, otaknya sudah berkarat. Maksudnya dia sudah agak tua, memorinya kurang. Murid saya ada yang 50, 60, 70. When I taught English, some of my students, can you imagine? I ask you to teach your kids from the beginning. Ngajar anak kalian sejak dini. Jangan tunggu sampai mereka kerja. Kalau bisa dari mereka sudah playgroup umur 3 tahun, then you can practice with simple terms. For example, you are in the kitchen. This is a spoon. Nah, misalnya this is a spoon. Apa spoon? Nah, ini. This is all water. So, belajar dari yang kecil. Jangan tunggu sampai tua. Oke, I bought bla bla fruits. I bought some fruits. Okay, so there are actually many exercises. You can go to the Google if you want. But when you study English, you should study the structure, grammar, aturannya, ya. Okay. So, my dear students, that's all I can explain to you for now about this some and any. Yesterday I explained about much and many. So I repeat once more that some is used in the positive sentences followed with plural noun and countable noun, while any is used in the what? Interrogative, in the interrogative and a negative sentences or clauses. Okay, some, but there are exceptions. But you should study the basic first. Study the basic things. So, my dear students, but if you want to study English, you don't need to study a lot, yeah, more. Yeah, maybe you can give the kids a few exercises, yeah, 1, 2, 3 every day, and ask them to study vocabulary every day. When I was still a student, my professor was American, and she asked me to study the vocabulary 100 vocabularies every day. Bayangkan, hafal 100 kosakata setiap hari. Waktu saya masih di Manila. Esok dia tes. Kalau salah, ditulis ulang sampai 100. Bayangkan. Now that we realize that what she taught us before, it was good. Kadang-kadang marah juga kan. Sudah tahu kuliah, suruh belajar bahasa Inggris lagi, harus hafal. Yeah, that's the way. Ya kan? When I was in the seminary also, in San Yohanes Paulus kedua Labuan Bajo. Yeah, maybe you cut the paper. Kalau enggak, banyak potong kertas, tulis kosakata, tempel di dinding. Suruh anak-anak, ya kan? Tulis, tempel kosakatanya hari ini. Kalau tanggal berapa? 10 aja lumayan, hafal. Okay, thank you very much for watching. God bless you. Ya, good morning Indonesia.